Audio Jungle.
I just experienced an extraordinary presentation by Teresia. The thing that really strikes me about Teresia's style is that she gives great content, but there's something different. She really comes from the heart.
Because I have this toolbox of business building strategies for coaches. I'm not only helping you live your dreams, but the more successful you are, the more people that you're going to impact.
I have found her talks to be extremely informative.
She's a very passionate speaker.
She helped me realize and identify some of the areas where I can start building my business better.
How many of you may have had this internal dialogue? I love coaching, but I don't like the marketing. I don't want to have to sell.
She really emphasizes that you do what you love with ease and have fun at it.
She moves people, she inspires people.
What if all your marketing activities were just an expression of who you are?
Teresia has a great way of asking thought-provoking questions.
When she starts breaking down all the little things about niching down, who's your ideal client?
Who might be my effortless niche? And what I mean by that are who are individuals that you have instant credibility with. How do I do my business expressing my authentic self? You get really focused and everything is simplified. So what I wanted to do tonight is share principles that shift your mindset and maybe open up your perspective. And I really see these principles as the foundational pieces of building a successful business. And I just want to plant the seed that, there's a little bit of pressure, when you decide to be a coach. How many of you can relate to this? Like, okay, I got to succeed. I'm in business now, I have to succeed. How many of you feel sort of stretched in that way, a little bit of pressure? Well, really consider what's your definition of success. And, as an entrepreneur, we can really design our business any way that we want. So I'll talk tonight about creating a six-figure business, but maybe your definition of success is 40,000 or 50,000, or maybe it's even having 2 or 3 ideal clients. So whatever your definition of success is. See, one of the biggest mistakes we make as coaches is that we think everybody would value from coaching. We can coach everybody and anybody. And it's sort of true, everybody would get value from coaching, right? But when we do that, we're spreading ourselves too thin, right? We become scattered. We're working with people who are not really our ideal clients. And that it makes it tough to build a business, makes it tough to get referrals. See, because when we niche, when you choose your ideal client, you get very clear. You understand that client. You understand their deepest challenges, their needs, their greatest dreams. So, guess what happens? Our confidence goes up. Our competency goes up. Because we're now specializing with a specific profile. And you get to connect to your deepest passion in your area of expertise. And when it comes to marketing material, when it comes to looking at, okay, what am I going to speak about? What am I going to write blogs about? What am I going to write my newsletters on? Have you ever heard, when you're doing your website, that first page, the home page of your website, you want to talk about what's in it for them? Well, then you know exactly what to write on your website. Because you're speaking to a specific individual and you understand their needs and their desires and their challenges. What I want for all of you is that you market in a way that is effortless and fun. And I call that getting really clear of your attractive abilities. And attractive abilities, what are you good at? What are you naturally great at? What are your strengths? And then also, what do you love to do? And the key here is both need to be present. 20% of our time for preparation activities. And guess what? Most of us spend a lot more time on the preparation, right? Perfection before progress, overanalyzing it, the little gremlin, I'm not good enough, I got to keep preparing, right? 60% on money-making activities creates a successful one-on-one coaching business and sustains it. what marketing activity can I take to the next level that's aligned with my attractive abilities? And how can I ensure that I am spending 60% of my time doing that? Task support is anything that you might need to do in your business that isn't aligned with your attractive abilities. Right? Because how can we really spend the majority of our time doing our attractive abilities? Because as an entrepreneur, there's so many different things that we need to do. There's bookkeeping, there's administration. You know, now with online marketing, there's so many other kind of detailed kind of things. If that's not aligned with your attractive abilities, we want to look what kind of task support. If you're doing anything more than twice that's not aligned with your attractive abilities, take a look and say, can I do a system here? Can I put a process together or a system? Or do I need to bring somebody on my team to delegate it to? So that may be administration activities, for sure, bookkeeping, invoicing. I still meet coaches today who even 5 or 6 clients and they're still doing their own invoicing. That's not building your business. And I'm sure that's not aligned with your attractive abilities. If it was, you wouldn't be a coach. I think most of us grew up with very little emotional support or learning to ask for help. And I often say the journey of an entrepreneur is really the journey of self-discovery. For you truly to create the success that you want to create, you must live on the edge of your comfort zone regularly, often, right? And that can be scary, right? Our vulnerabilities come up, our insecurities, our self-doubts, our gremlins. So we want to have people in our life that remind us of who we really are.
Great insights and very pragmatic, helpful tips to actually set up your own business.
I'm sure that my business will move ahead quite a bit as a result of what I heard tonight.
She's lively, she's entertaining. You will be surprised at the gems she brings you.
I highly recommend hiring Teresia to speak at your next event.
She gets straight to the heart of the matter, and then you can take action on those thoughts that she's offered you.
I know I'm going to go home and take what I've learned tonight and put it in my practice and in my life.
We have to do it for ourselves, but we don't have to do it by ourselves.